Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Do You Know Drones Micro Podcast. I'm Jason, your host, and this week we're going to be talking about some of the mitigations that will help you fly safe at night. Last week we talked about visual illusions. This week we're going to talk about how to mitigate those visual illusions and one thing you can do, and you should be doing, every time you fly to keep yourself safe. Now, what are some things kind of universally that you can do to prevent some of these illusions that happen in the first place? Well, number one, and this may seem silly, if you're going to be operating at night, wear sunglasses during the day. Protect your night vision. The second one is good light discipline. Now, that one's an interesting one. So when I was in Afghanistan at night, and not just because we wanted to not let the enemy know where we were, there was plenty of bright lights around, but we had a lot of people that were going out on night operations, so they needed their night vision. So we were required to only use red lights or blue lights, but non-white lights on our head, basically on our headlamps or on a regular flashlight. So using those will help you, don't set up your operations in a super bright light. Don't stare at spotlights. Don't look at street lights. Don't stare into headlights. All of these things, just maintaining good light discipline when you're operating at night to protect your night vision is ridiculously important, because if you lose it, night vision takes about 30 minutes to come back. That could be a problem if you're operating when you lose it. So maintaining good light discipline is going to help you more times than you know when you're operating at night. Now, one that will happen that you need to do, part of your risk assessment, part of your pre-flight, that will help you at night and during the day is I'm safe. You guys have heard this acronym before. If you haven't, I'm safe is what we do as pilots to primarily and we do this in general aviation. They do this in general aviation, and they also do it anything aviation is involved. It's about safety. I'm safe is I is an acronym. I is illness. M is medication. So if you're taking any medications, you need to make sure that you're aware of any of the effects of those medications for any sort of the operations. S is stress. Now, night operations are inherently stressful. So if you're going into them stressed, it's going to be a problem for you. A is alcohol. You don't want to drink and drone anyway, so I probably wouldn't recommend drinking before doing a night operation, which is even more complex, more stressful. That's just a recipe for a bad day. F is fatigue. Fatigue. If you're tired, night, people get tired. If you had a hard day and you're fatigued, that's going to, if you violated your crew rest, if you're operating at night, that's already a little sketchy. People tend to get tired. I tend to get tired at night. That can be a factor. And then E, eating. For me, if I don't eat, I'm going to be grumpy. I'm going to be irritable. I'm not going to be safe. I will not be safe if I have not eaten. So, blood sugar and all of these things related to your specific body when you're doing operations at night, you want to make sure you are in top physical condition for that day, for the day of that operation. So, if you find this content helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a new video. This week I am so excited. It is CES 2021. It is digital this year. Last year I got to go in person in Las Vegas, which was super fun. This year it's going to be all digital. It starts tomorrow. So next week's episode is going to be about all of the great things that I'm seeing at CES this year, and I'm happy to showcase everything that I see, share it with you. So don't forget, catch me next week on the Do You Know Drones Micro Podcast, where we cover the top 5 things that I've seen at CES that are going to blow your mind.